Humans gained the ability to make tools somehow. Today we have tools for almost every need imaginable. In fact, thanks to what we can build together, we are the only species capable of going beyond the boundaries of Earth itself. But how did this process begin? How did our ancestors, who were once just another species of ape, become humans capable of making and using tools? What makes us different from chimpanzees? That is the question we will explore today. We know that chimpanzees also use objects in their environment for specific purposes from time to time. We even know that they can make plans and collect stones in advance so they can throw them at humans the next day. Yet they never reached the human level. The reason, I believe, is that our hands became completely free, while chimpanzees still use theirs mainly for climbing. We are naturally bipedal. We walk upright on two legs. The reason for our extraordinary manual dexterity is that we do not use our hands for locomotion anymore. In fact, because our hands were freed from other functions, they specialized in making and manipulating tools. So, how did this begin? People often emphasize the importance of walking on two legs, but in my opinion, bipedalism and tool use evolved together. Why are we bipedal? Because we needed our hands for throwing stones. Leakey's book Lake Men is a remarkable work. It tells the story of our ancestors evolving around a single lake over millions of years. Perhaps that lake itself was what made us bipedal, the ancient lake at Olduvai Gorge. For countless generations, our ancestors lived around it. They fed from it, and I believe they hunted fish and even frogs there. When I was a child, I studied in a small village school. Next to the school there was a stream, and over the stream there was a bridge. The favorite pastime of the older boys was throwing stones at frogs, and most of the time they could actually kill them. Later, when I had my own child, I noticed something fascinating. My son, who could barely speak yet, could already throw objects with incredible accuracy. Of course, the hoop was not high, and it was much smaller than a real basketball hoop, but seeing a 3-year-old child throw his toys exactly where he wanted amazed me. It was instinctive. It developed even before language itself. I do not know whether chimpanzees can accurately hit targets by throwing objects. I searched for evidence of this many times, but never found convincing proof. But I know very well how skillful a 3-year-old human child can be, and I am certain that for Australopithecines, this would have been just as natural. Killing frogs or fish in shallow water by throwing stones must have been relatively easy. But there was one problem: waiting. To catch prey, you must wait patiently. For Australopithecines, this meant standing upright by the lakeshore for long periods of time. The ones who could stand and wait longer would catch more frogs. And this, I believe, is the true origin of why we became bipedal and why we began using stone tools. Before we shaped stones into tools, we threw them. Before we walked long distances upright, we stood upright, waiting. Over time, these behaviors evolved into permanent bipedal walking and eventually into the making of sharp stone tools.